Throughout history, humanity has witnessed some truly horrific deaths. Some were caused by cruelty, others by sheer bad luck, and some remain a mystery. Today we count down the top 10 worst deaths in history. But be warned, these stories are not for the faint of heart. The Brazen Bull. Invented by the Greek tyrant Phalaris, the Brazen Bull was a torture device designed for execution. Victims were locked inside the metal bull, and a fire was lit beneath it, roasting them alive. The design even converted their screams into bull-like sounds, creating a twisted form of entertainment for the executioners. The Scaphism torture. Scaphism was a Persian method of execution so gruesome it's hard to believe. The victim was placed inside 2 hollowed-out boats, force-fed milk and honey, then left to rot in the sun as insects feasted on their body. Death came slowly, often after days of agony and infection. Vlad the Impaler's victims, Vlad the Impaler, the real-life inspiration for Dracula, perfected the art of impalement. Victims were skewered through their bodies and left to die in unimaginable pain. In one instance, he impaled over 20,000 people, creating a forest of corpses to intimidate his enemies. Death by sawing. One of the most brutal execution methods in history, sawing involves suspending a person upside down and cutting them in half. This horrifying method was slow and excruciating, as gravity ensured blood kept flowing to the brain, prolonging consciousness and pain. The hanged, drawn, and quartered execution. A punishment reserved for traitors, this execution involved being dragged by a horse, hanged until near death, then disemboweled and castrated before being chopped into 4 pieces. The remains were displayed as a warning. Few fates were as brutal as this one. The Donner Party cannibalism. In the winter of 1846, a group of pioneers got trapped in the Sierra Nevada mountains. As supplies ran out, the survivors had no choice but to eat the dead to stay alive. The horror of cannibalism haunted them for the rest of their lives. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. On August 6th and 9th, 1945, the world witnessed the most catastrophic weapon ever used in war. The atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki instantly killed tens of thousands, while many who survived faced an even worse fate: radiation burns, agonizing illnesses, and a slow, painful death from radiation poisoning. The Dancing Plague. In 1518, a strange phenomenon took over the town of Strasbourg. Dozens of people began dancing uncontrollably, and they couldn't stop. Some danced for days, collapsing from exhaustion, dehydration, and even death. To this day, historians aren't sure what caused this bizarre and fatal event. The Columbia Space Shuttle disaster. On February 1st, 2003, the Columbia Space Shuttle disintegrated upon re-entry, killing all 7 astronauts aboard. The crew was conscious as the shuttle failed, facing extreme heat and rapid depressurization. Their final moments remain one of the most tragic losses in space exploration. The worst death in history, the Holodomor. The Holodomor, a man-made famine in Soviet Ukraine, caused the deaths of millions. Stalin's policies led to food shortages so extreme that people resorted to eating anything. Grass, bark, even their own families. Entire villages perished in one of history's most horrifying and preventable tragedies. History is filled with dark moments that remind us of the fragility of life. These deaths serve as a testament to human suffering, but also to our resilience. Let us remember so that history never repeats itself.